Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing this Tigi whipped foundation. Now I know that they do hair products and I have seen their nail polish before, but I had never seen the foundation, and when I seen this in Poundland I thought I would give it a try. They only had two shades available, number 1 and number 3, and number 1 looked really white, and this still does look quite light for my skin, but I'm just going to give it a try anyway and see how it is. As you can see, I've already done my eyes, and I'll put the video for that in the description box below. Now, I don't actually have a beauty blender at the moment because the foundation that I use, I usually put on with this Revolution foundation brush, or I use my fingers. So I'm going to try putting this on with a brush, and if it doesn't work, I'll go and hunt for my beauty blender and see how that works. Now, one of the reasons that I bought this wasn't actually just because it was £1, but I quite liked the packaging, even though it doesn't look as if you get a lot in it, but we'll see what it's like once I start putting it on. Normally when I put my primer on, I use this collection primer along with this Revolution anti-redness primer, but today I'm only going to use the collection primer just to see if this covers up any redness on its own. Now this cardboard bit just tells you the shade of the foundation that's not actually attached on, and it can come off. Now I have used a whipped foundation in the past, and it was a Maybelline whipped foundation. Now when I used that, it was actually amazing, and the first tubby that I used I loved. It covered all my pores and it made my skin just look so good. But then by the time I got into the third tubby, it's as if it started to go dry on my skin, and little bits of it would start like flaking off. So I had to stop using that. I wasn't sure if there was something wrong with the third tub or if it was just the fact that maybe my skin was dry at the time. I'm just going to put my primer on with my hands. Like I say in any video that you actually see me putting makeup on, this is in no way a makeup tutorial, so I don't need people telling me that I'm doing it wrong because I am aware of that. I've actually already moisturised my skin, so this is me just priming. Now as you can tell just by looking at me that I'm actually really naturally red. It has been quite hot today, but my cheeks are always this red, and when I'm hot I go purple looking sometimes. So that's why I use the anti-redness primer. So we're going to see if this is any good at covering up the redness as well. Okay, so I actually have no idea where my beauty blender is right now, so I'm going to attempt to use this foundation brush. It could be a massive fail, but I'm still willing to give it a try just to see what happens. Now this foundation brush has got the hole in it to put the drops in, but I'm just going to dip it in and see what it's like. Now when I'm touching this, it is just like a mousse, you can see it bouncing. It's like a foam, and when I'm pressing on it, none of it's coming off onto my finger. So I'm just going to give it a little whip around with the brush. Now I do realise that you probably really need to use a beauty blender with this, but I don't have one at the moment, so let's just see what happens. Okay, so I've got it on the brush, and it looks disastrous, but you know, that's my fault for using the wrong equipment. Oh god. It's flaking everywhere. Now that's not the foundation's fault. I mean, I really feel as if I should be applying this with something else. It's actually flaked all over my hair, all over everything, but I mean, I realise that that's because I'm using a brush. I might do the other side of my face with my hand. Do you know what though? Even though that went on disastrous, you've probably seen it flaking all over the place. That has actually rubbed in amazingly. Like, that has really rubbed on amazingly. Oh, that looks so good. Do you know what? I'm shocked. Because obviously when I'm sticking the brush in it, it's breaking it up into little chunks. And when I put it on, it just flaked everywhere. But that was just because I was using a brush. But now that it's on, when you're spreading it on with the brush, it feels amazing. It feels like air, like as if there's nothing there, but this brush feels amazing. And once it's rubbed in, there's no smell. Like, you can't smell it in the tub like that, once I put it on and started whirling it round, I got a slight smell off it, but now it's totally gone, and it's gone off the brush as well. So this time, instead of whisking it up as much, I'm just going to push the brush into it to try and get it to pick it up, but without picking it up with chunks all over it. And I'm just going to do my head and try and not get it all over the place. Now look, you can see just floating away there, but obviously that's just the brush that's doing that. Now I feel as if this is actually a perfect match for my skin as well. It's as if it's just blended right into my skin. At this point I wish I had a beauty blender to really try this out and see how it presses into this face, but when I'm putting it on with this brush, I feel as if it's really covering my pores. Now just looking at this for a second, you should be able to instantly see that this side doesn't have any makeup on it because it's really red and I kind of look as if I've got sunburn, but I don't. And this side just looks so smooth and it feels soft. It doesn't feel like anything. And do you know what as well? Usually when I put on foundation, like any kind of foundation, whether it's matte or like a dewy foundation, I put powder on over it. But this, like, it's just going on my skin perfectly. I don't have to put any powder over this. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just making my skin look amazing. I can't believe this was only £1. Do you know that? I'm actually shocked. I'm actually shocked. I mean, come on, look at that. And I don't even have the anti-redness primer on. I'm shocked. Now this foundation really reminds me a lot of the Maybelline one. It was like a Maybelline mousse one, and the advert for it was like that it covered all your pores. And this really has covered all my pores. And I've actually got a small scar on my nose from when I had my nose pierced. And it hasn't totally covered that up, but it's really masked it quite a bit. And I wasn't expecting this. The fact that this was only £1, wow. Wow. Right, I'm going to do the other side of my face because I can't believe how good this is. I can't believe how amazing it feels. It feels just like skin. And it's not as if I've put it on and it's just evaporated into nothing. It's covered my redness. Obviously you can see it in my hair a wee bit there. It feels a little bit thick here only because I've not brushed it in properly. Now, it doesn't feel cakey or anything. And it just feels so good. I mean, that had quite a lot on it, and you press it on, and when you pull it down, right, it really is, it's as if nothing's going on to your skin at this point, but it's covering everything. It's covering my freckles, it's covering everything. It's like airbrushed. That's what it's like airbrushing my skin, and it is the perfect shade. It's as if it's turning the exact shade that I need it to turn, and I'm going to put it down here to see if it can cover this redness down here. Now obviously I've got a white t-shirt on. If I was doing this like on my own, I wouldn't have my white t-shirt on, but I'm just going to do it just to see what happens, see if it can cover this redness a little bit. So because the lighting's not that great in here, I'm going to go into the bathroom and check it out, and then I'm going to come back and let you know what I think of the actual colour, because the light in here just doesn't show me anything, but in here it looks perfect to me. So I really have to go into the bathroom and see it under the bright light. So this is me back, and once I checked it out in the bathroom, I absolutely loved how this looked. So I just finished off my eyes and went straight out. Now I've actually had this on for a few hours now, and I don't see this cracking or flaking or doing anything. It's actually totally stayed in place, and it is quite hot today. Now, like I said, I didn't use any powder over this. I didn't have to use a powder. It's really mattifying, but without making your skin look dry. And it feels as if you've got nothing on at all. It really is just like your skin. It feels so good, and I really do think that it has covered up the redness. Now, as I got hotter during the day, my face obviously gets redder, so if I'd have used the anti-redness primer, it would have stopped it from showing through, but it really hasn't done a bad job at all. The lighting in here isn't too great, but trust me, this actually looks really great on my skin. Now, as I said, I got this one in Poundland, and when I looked it up online, I could find it for between $3.99 and $6.99. So the next time I go into Poundland, I'm going to be checking to see if they've got any more shade 3s, and I'll be buying them all because I think this is actually my new favourite foundation. Now, the thing that shocked me most about this was the fact that not only did I use any powder, but I also didn't use any concealer at all. Once I put this on, I really didn't feel like I had to use concealer. I felt as if it covered up everything like perfectly. It just totally smoothed out my skin. Now, I know that a lot of people like to use concealer to like brighten up under the eye area and all the rest of it, and I did consider doing that, but I just wanted to keep this on its own and see how it looked. If I was going out on a night out or something, I would put concealer under my eyes to brighten it up a little bit. Because the light's shining on the ceiling, it's making it look as if I've got dark circles under my eyes, but I don't at all. It's just the way the light's shining on it. When I'm actually looking in the mirror, it is totally airbrushed looking. Now, if I was to use this again for a night out, I would maybe layer it up a wee bit more with concealer and stuff, but just for an everyday look, like if you wear makeup every day, which I don't, you can literally just put this on over your primer and you're ready to go. I mean, I've never used a foundation as good as this. This is even better than the Maybelline whipped one. Now, I think that if you had acne or if you had like any sort of skin problems, you know, I don't know how that would react because I don't have anything like that on my skin at the moment. But I mean, if your skin's like quite clear like mine, it'll be perfect to use. And like I said, it's covered up all my freckles and everything. Just totally covered them. And it's not even heavy on the skin or anything. Like, do you know what? This is amazing. So far, I've only had this on for a few hours, but I would give this a 10 out of 10. I know that it's not like one of the really expensive foundations that's going to make you look all dewy and amazing, but for something to just grab quickly and put on your face, it really is amazing. I mean, look at my skin, looks totally clear. It looks as if there's not even one thing wrong with it. You can't even see one freckle. I mean, I know that I'm not using the highest definition camera in the world, but you would be able to see it. So to end that, I would just like to say that if you do see this in Poundland or the Dollar Tree or even just in a shop, I mean, I would pay $3.99 for this. I would pay $6.99 for this. That's how much I'm loving it right now. Now, it could come down the line and it could be like 5 hours later, and it might start flaking off and it might start making my skin look dry. And if that's the case, I will put a little insert at the end of the video. But for now, I'm absolutely loving this. So let me know in the comment section if you've tried this before, and let me know what you thought of it. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. Don't forget to leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Bye!